Hey guys, welcome to another draft pick video for the upcoming Marvel Rivals. I'll be making this into a series, so if you like the content, feel free to stick around and subscribe for future videos. Tandy Bowen and Tyrone Johnson are two halves of a crime-fighting duo known as Cloak and Dagger. Tyrone was an excellent student despite his chronic stutter, raised in a poor South Boston neighborhood. While he and his best friend Billy are out one night, they witness a murder and flee from the scene, scared that they might be suspected of the crime. An officer stops Billy, and Tyrone tries to intervene and explain that Billy is innocent, but due to his stutter, the officer shoots Billy instead. Scared of the police and feeling guilty for the death of his best friend, Tyrone flees to New York. Tandy was raised in a rich Cleveland neighborhood with a narcissistic mother and a father who left her for India on a spiritual journey. Feeling unloved and neglected, Tandy runs away from home and plans to take a bus to New York. While waiting for the bus, a man tries to mug Tandy, but luckily Tyrone intervenes, after which the two of them become friends. Homeless and alone on the streets, Tyrone and Tandy accept the help of Dr. Simon Marshall, who rounds up runaway teens, offering them food and shelter, unknowingly becoming test subjects in his experiments. The two of them are injected with a synthetic drug meant to replace heroin, which causes the deaths of many of the runaway teens, except for Tandy and Tyrone, as well as a Chinese human carrier who later becomes Mr. Negative. After being injected with the synthetic drug and escaping, the two of them start to develop powers, Tyrone developing powers of darkness and Tandy developing powers of light. After getting the hang of their powers, Tandy and Tyrone take to the streets to fight against Marshall's drug crime, becoming merciless vigilantes in the process. This does change after meeting Spider-Man and helping many other hero teams, including the New Mutants, which leads to discovering that the two of them are mutants as well. But you know what, that's another controversy for another day. Cloak and Dagger are actually quite popular, having been seen in many animated TV series, main storylines in the Marvel continuity, as well as eventually getting their own live-action series. They've also appeared in a few games, namely Marvel Super War, which is what led to the creation of this video. The idea of controlling two characters at the same time in a video game is a really cool concept, and I feel like NetEase could translate the two of them really well into a game like Rivals. I've drawn inspiration from the animated series, the comics, the live-action series, and the games to come up with a kit that will fit the game pretty well in my opinion. Cloak and Dagger I put back into the support category because I feel like they'd make a really great supports in a game like this, and I feel like their powers just lend to aiding their allies as well. Cloak and Dagger are a ranged support, with Tandy taking the forefront as the main unit in the game when you're playing. Tandy's primary fire are her light force daggers. Cloak and Dagger's passive is called Help and Harm. Being constructs of light, Tandy's daggers are able to harm enemies as well as purge impurities in allies, meaning that she can use her primary fire to hurt enemies as well as heal allies. Cloak and Dagger's first ability is called Blinding Light. Tandy focuses a ball of light force energy before hurling it at an enemy, exploding in an area and blinding enemies for 1 second. This is on a 15-second cooldown. Cloak and Dagger's second ability is called Energy Discharge. In the comics and the TV series, if Tandy holds on to too much of the light force energy, she becomes sick. So the way I interpreted this for the game was, Tandy focuses her life force energy to expend the excess life force energy towards allies, giving them a burst heal. This is on a 15-second cooldown. Cloak and Dagger's third ability is called Guardian. Tyrone focuses his Dark Dimension energy to teleport towards an ally. This is on a 3-second cooldown. Cloak and Dagger's fourth ability is called Hopelessness. Tandy conjures a big dagger of life force energy and throws it towards an enemy, doing damage. This also drains the enemy's hope, thus slowing them for 2 seconds. This is on a 10-second cooldown. Cloak and Dagger's ultimate is called You Can Hurt Us Now. Tyrone focuses and conjures the Dark Dimension energy, allowing him and his allies close to him to become intangible for 6 seconds. This means that all damage, regardless if it's projectile or ability based, goes through them, similar to Reaper's Wraith form. After the ultimate is finished casting, all allies gain 100 HP shield as well. The kit I came up with for this game is a bit simple, but I feel like simple characters also have their place in a game like this. Cloak and Dagger managed to shine so well in Marvel Super War, I just feel like they would make a great addition to Rivals as well. For skins, Cloak and Dagger don't really have that many costume swaps. They do, however, have iconic signature looks, namely Tyrone's cloak and Tandy's white dagger outfit. Now, I feel like skins could be an issue for these two because they do kind of have a signature look, but I have faith in the artist department in NetEase that they could come up with a few interesting ideas. I'm hoping to see these two again in the video game, so hopefully Marvel NetEase, you'll allow these guys back for some more fun. That's all I have from my side today. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for future videos. Hit the thumbs up if you like this or you found this interesting, and I'll see you guys on the next one.